Hey guys, so I just pulled the Fan Festa pull. I got Myra, so I maxed her out, and I figured why not take her for a run along with Charlotte for one of the newest trials we got on Global, which is the Lich trial. So we're going to be using the Fan Festa units. Actually, this whole team is global exclusives, aren't they? Oh, except for Charlotte. But yeah, so I guess we'll be using global units plus Charlotte to take out the Lich. So we're going to be doing this with no Nethicite and no passive provoke. So for this, we're going to be using Sylvie with Moogle plushie on Golem. She'll be provoking some of the deaths, but not all of them. Other than that, she's just got some resistance, some spirit, some hit points, etc. because she's going to be dying every now and then. Myra will be doing things like Entrust, healing, etc. I gave her a 12 auto limit. You'll see lots of auto limit and some spirit. She can pass her limit gauge to other units on the team that need it more than her. Charlotte will be the tank. She's going to be she's got a holy weapon to help seal holy with counters. She's got a lot of dark resist, a lot of status immunity. She doesn't really need fire, ice, and lightning resist because her spirit's so good. So she's going to be tanking and all that kind of stuff. Beryl will be provoking the majority of the single target stuff. He's got full evasion, and he's got a holy weapon to help seal. He can also break every now and then, but for the most part, he's just going to be evasion provoking the single target melee attacks and eating some of the deaths. Malphasy will be the chainer. She's got some decent spirit, a lot of hit points, some undead killer, and she's got non-elemental weapons. I'll be imbuing her, and she can imbue herself to take care of that. And we'll be grabbing Elmsmoor's Malphasy, who is basically geared the same way, got a little bit of decent spirit, some fire, ice, and lightning resist, etc. So let's get into it. So we're not using Phoenix either for the auto cure. If you're using a unit that requires their spell casting, then you want to use like Phoenix with auto med to cure the silence and all. But this team has lots of units that can cast spells without actually using spells, so it's fine. And we'll be curing it anyway with like Sylvie and all that during the fight. Now this is my first time ever using Myra, so I'm not super familiar with her kit, so I might take a moment every now and then to look up her skills, but it should be fine. Alright, so for this first turn, we're going to go ahead and provoke with Beryl, Alone in the Dark. We're going to have Myra do playlist, and her cooldown that gives, let's see, it is Roaring Crowd, which is mitigation. And we also want to do Re-Raise, and her Re-Raise ability is called Behind the Scenes on Beryl, because Beryl is going to die. Alright, Charlotte's going to cover. Malphasy is going to, let's see here, we're going to imbue ourselves with Wind, and we'll chain, I guess, Turmoil. Let's see, imbue ourselves with Wind and chain Turmoil. And Sylvie will break the boss. Let's see, we'll hop to the rescue on Charlotte, and she'll also do a withstand the elements, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we'll go ahead and chain. Now I actually don't want to kill the boss until turn 4. I'm going to try to keep this a little bit more controlled and do the kills on specific turns, so we make the later fight a little easier. We're going to be taking it a little bit slow in the beginning. Alright, so we'll go ahead and chain again with Malphasy. This is not going to really kill the boss. Yeah, perfect. Beryl needs to provoke again, because he died. Let's see, Charlotte. Charlotte could use her limit here, but there's no point, really. So we'll just do a Healing Glory for the fill. We're going to playlist. Now, what's her Entrust called? For you. So we're going to Entrust over to Malphasy. And I guess we'll do Intro for the healing regeneration. Alright, and Sylvie is going to triple the fun. We're going to imbue Holy onto Malphasy's, both of them. And we'll do a magic mitigation. Okay, so we don't want to kill the boss quite yet, so we're just gonna like real gently chain, or not really chain at all, with aerial dive. We really don't want to push the boss to dead. Alright, that's fine. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, so we're going to kill the boss on the next turn. Let's see, everyone's limit filled. Everyone's limit's good to go. We're good here. So Sylvie will go ahead and double the fun. Let's spring cleaning to get those debuffs away. And let's Gracious Might to remove those breaks. Alright, so this is going to be a death this turn. So we're going to go ahead and playlist. And behind the scenes. And, you know, I don't really know what else to do with Myra. So I guess audition. Whatever. Not much for her to do this turn. And we'll just Healing Glory again with Charlotte. Oh, and Barrel. I guess we'll just Provoke, even though it's already up. Alright, so this turn the boss is going to cure his breaks and all. But we're going to kill the body on this phase, on this turn. Alright, there's the death and the re-raise. Okay. So let's go ahead and chain Aerial Dive just for the refresh the imbue. Obviously this is not her best, not Malphasi's best attack skill, but it's, you know, it's plenty for phase 1. Alright, so we are going to lose... no, here, let's see here. We'll cover... No, we don't want to cover with Charlotte quite yet. I have too many things to do, and don't really need to do all of them. Alright, no, we're gonna re-imbue the Malphasi's this turn with Holy Element. Alright, Beryl, we'll just guard, nothing for you to do. And Myra, I guess you'll just refresh re-raise. And hit single. Whatever. Alright, so we pushed on turn 4, which skips the Dispel. Alright, so now we're going to break the boss with Beryl. He's already got Provoke from the previous turn. Malphasi's will Imperil and... let's see here... Turmoil. So we will Imperil and Turmoil. We're still imbued with Holy, I believe, so because now we need to start sealing elements. Yeah, add light elements. So we're going to seal with this. Go ahead and limit with Charlotte for the mitigation and the cover. Go ahead and chain this. Excellent. Myra will entrust over to Charlotte to make sure her limit's ready again later. And we'll just behind the scenes Beryl, even though I think he already has behind the scenes. It's kind of like whatever. We'll withstand the elements and Gracious Might, I guess. Alright, so Beryl's going to die here. But that's okay. Alright, so once again, we want to push the boss on this phase on turn 8. Oh, Charlotte! Why'd you die? Did I not provoke with Beryl? I must not have provoked. Whoops. Well, oh well. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we're not going to have cover this turn, but it should be fine. So how do we raise? Let's go ahead and raise with her. And then I guess we will... album cover? Whatever. Go ahead and get her back up. It's turn 6. There actually is going to be a death this turn. Alright, so Sylvie, let's see. We need to withstand the elements. And I guess we'll do Gracious Knight, maybe? Yeah, whatever, we'll do Gracious Knight. Alright, Malphasi's, we're going to go ahead and chain you up with Turmoil. We're saving Malphasi's limit for the final phase. Okay, so there's going to be a death here. And there's the AoE that we didn't cover because Charlotte died. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop Charlotte's limit again. Beryl needs to provoke. Sylvie, we need to do, let's see, withstand the elements. And let's do Marion Watch Over Me for some buffs. It's turn 7, there's not going to be a death in this turn. So let's do playlist. Let's go ahead and re-raise on Beryl, and we'll do a hit single. And Malphases, let's see, is the boss still imbued and imperiled? He is. So Malphase will just do Turmoil twice. Alright, perfect, so we'll be killing the boss next turn. Alright, much better, much better. Alright, so there's Regenerate Bones, but we cure his breaks, but we don't really need to worry about that, because we're going to be killing the boss this turn. Alright, Sylvie, let's triple the fun. We're going to Spring Cleaning the debuffs away, and then we're going to re-imbue Holy to both our DPS. Alright, we'll go ahead and chain kill this body of the boss. Excellent. Myra will entrust Beryl so we can break again, so from me to you. And I guess she'll do, after that, let's do an AoE re-raise. What's it called? No, let's not do that. Let's do Live Concert. Oh wait, Live Concert is an AoE re-raise. I've got to memorize these spell names. Alright, Piercing Voice. No, that's not it either. Roaring Crowd. There it is. Alright, Roaring Crowd. We're going to provoke with Beryl. Alone in the Dark. And Charlotte will just cast Healing Glory, I guess. No, we don't really need that either. Let's class Veil of Sacred Frost. Alright. Final phase now. Alright, so we need to break with Beryl. Charlotte. I'm not sure when we used your limit burst last, so we'll go ahead and do it again. Let's go ahead and entrust over to Charlotte, and we'll re-raise on Beryl. He's going to die here. Charlotte will limit. Now Phases will imperil the boss with Wind and Turmoil. So let's see, imperil with Wind and Turmoil. Do that. Excellent. Sylvie will, let's see here, will Gracious Knight and will withstand the elements. Alright, so we're going to have Beryl die here, but that's okay. There's the kill. Okay. So we might push the threshold here, because we're going to use Malphase's Limit Burst to unlock her big damage for later. Come on, Charlotte. Alright, Malphase, let's go ahead and do your Limit Burst before we do anything else, and see what kind of damage this deals if it goes below 70 or 65. It did not. That's fine. Alright, so let's provoke with Beryl. Charlotte, or Sylvie. Let's have Sylvie do Hop to the Rescue on Charlotte. And we'll do, I think it'll withstand the elements. No, actually, I want to imbue the DPS. So let's imbue, because we need to provoke with her next turn. I'll show why we do in a moment. Alright, Charlotte. What are we going to do with you? No, we don't really need that. Let's give you a resist buff. And Myra. Let's do an AoE re-raise. It's live conjured, I think. Yeah. And we'll do... We don't really need healing. So I guess we'll just do this. I guess Myra just spend the most of her turns passing her limit gauge around. Okay. So because we limit bursted with Malphasi last turn, that that unlocked her Raucous Storm ability, which is going to do a whole lot of damage this turn. So we should kill Lich over the course of the next 2 turns, and he should die before we ever dispels this. Let's Raucous Storm, Raucous Storm. We are imbued with Holy, so let's have Myra and Peril Holy for even more damage. Her Holy and Peril is called Piercing Voice. So we're going to Piercing Voice, and we just did AoE re-raise, so I guess we'll do something. I don't know. Nothing to do. We'll audition, whatever. Alright, so the boss is now in peril. So now we're double element chaining with Wind and Holy, and the boss is in peril to Wind and Holy. So this should do a whole lot of damage. Even though his mitigation is up, this should do tons of damage. As you can see. Alright, so because we pushed a threshold, and this is also a threshold, we're going to provoke with Sylvie. She's in slot 1, and she's going to eat that first provoke. Or that first death. And we're still provoking with Beryl as well, aren't we? Yeah, increased chance to be targeted. So we're going to limit with Beryl. And Charlotte will... nothing to do. I guess we'll Light of Grand Shout, but why not? Alright, so the first death right away is going to kill Sylvie. And then the follow-up attacks will go to Beryl. There we go. Sylvie is like the sacrificial for this turn. And here's the follow-up attacks that are going to Beryl. You can't see, there's so many graphics going on. Like all those misses to Beryl. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Ice Magic is forming, the one with high vitality, etc., etc. Regenerate Bones, and this is the turn the boss would... he cured all his breaks and all that. So he lost his breaks, he buffed himself. But we're going to finish him this turn, because we did Malphasi's Limit Burst, and we unlocked Raucous Storm for 2 turns. And that does crazy high damage. We'll just reload and finish the boss. There we go. Did it in 12 turns. Very smooth. No passive provoke. No Nethicite. No, oh, whatever. Yeah, there you go. So, global inclusive team along with Charlotte. And it take out the Lich pretty easily. So there you go. You know, and you can substitute Malphasi for any DPS you want and do pretty much the same strategy. Alright, see you guys next time.